Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So if you didn't know, I'm currently in India with Shreya, my friend that I met in Taiwan, and today we're going to be going to Munnar. So I'm going to take you with us because a lot of people make this journey when they're in Kerala, and I'm going to take you along the journey and show you like what we do and how we get there, how much it costs, all that sort of thing. Also, I just want to quickly mention, in my past vlogs, I went to this place called Kashi Cafe in Kochi, and I didn't realise that the menu's huge. I thought this was only the menu, but there's actually a huge menu all in here. So we're here today and I'm going to try the omelette. We're just on our way to the bus station. We're in a tuk-tuk and it's about a 40-minute drive to the bus station. Yeah, 45 minutes. And it will cost us about 300 rupees to get there. It's about just over £3. So we've just arrived at the bus station. I'll put the bus station name here because I don't know the name of it. This is what it looks like. So it's 10:15 and he said the next ones that go to 11:30 and we thought it would go at 10:30. And also we thought it would be AC because we've come to a different station from what the hostel said, because this bus should have AC. The hostel suggested that we try the KRSTC bus station, but we later discovered they have public buses, which we assumed were cheaper, but didn't look as nice and as comfortable as our private bus. Our private bus was only 120 rupees anyway. The buses that had AC only went in the morning and we had gotten there a bit too late to get an AC bus. So windows it was. Because it's not high season, it's actually not that busy on the bus, so me and Shreya have our own seats to ourselves. And there is a few spare seats. Currently it's March, the beginning of March, so it's going into low season. So we put our bags at the front. There's like a platform just at the front of the bus next to the driver. We didn't put them underneath, and we probably wouldn't have anyway, because at least they're in the bus with us and we can see them. I just got my tote bag here. No aircon, but at least we've got the breeze. Stopped after about 2.5 hours to get some food and go for a wee. So we've got 2 hours left now, I think. So we've got some of these and some vegetable like pastries. The food was quite good when we stopped at the first stop. Just make sure you look around for places that look super clean. The place that we got our pastries from was really clean and it had no flies swarming around it. Toilets at the stops usually cost about 5 rupees to use, and they're mostly squat toilets, which is actually better because you don't actually have to touch anything. So make sure you bring lots of hand sanitizer with you. The journey took us about 4.5 hours in total, and we stopped twice along the way for about 20 minutes each time. On the bus there is a driver and a bus conductor who rings the bell for people getting off. So if you tell him where you're going, he will be able to make sure that you get off at a stop that you need to get off at. We got off a stop earlier than Munnar because our hostel was in. So we've just got off the bus and we've got to walk about 12 minutes to our hostel, and we're walking up the steepest incline ever. I don't think the camera really shows how steep it is with our bags on and everything. So we've just got to the hostel and checked in. This is the room. Pretty okay, except my bed's got like marks. And when we first got here, we were literally dripping in sweat. And I think the electricity was out, so they couldn't check us in straight away. But then they were like wanting us to pay as soon as we got here, and I was just like thinking, we usually pay when you leave. And we're like dripping in sweat, so it's a bit like, can't you just wait till we have a shower and like freshen up a bit? And also I was like dying for the toilet. I'm not feeling that great. And then I walked out just there to get some water, and I just asked, I was like, do you have any cold water? Because I wanted some cold water to drink. And he was just like really like rude. He was just like, yeah, if you just turn the tap left is hot, right is cold. And I was like, no, drinking water. And then he was like, yeah, there's a filter. I'm like, is it cold? And he's like, no. I was like, okay, whatever. Filled it up, and then he's like, excuse me, you're going to pay now, or something like that, when I walked past. And like I handed the money to Shreya before because I was like running to the toilet, which was mine. So obviously she only gave that and she hasn't paid the rest of it. But I was just a bit like, yeah, I'll get it. Like, a bit of attitude, I think. especially because we've just got here. As you can probably see at the end of the video, I wasn't feeling very well. I later found out I had a bit of a stomach infection. So we ended the night just by like chilling, and the great thing about the hostel was that they did a really good veggie dinner. So we just ended our night having that and just meeting a few people in the hostel. I didn't really socialize too much because I just wasn't feeling up for it at all. The hostel was okay. It had a really nice rooftop and the rooms were relatively good. It's just the attitude of one of the people that worked there. I think the guy that was managing it, I just really didn't like him, as you probably could see in the clip beforehand. He was also just really unhelpful. Like, people were asking him questions and he just wasn't helpful at all. Like, I think, what's the point of having a hostel if you're not going to help people? But I will say that we did stay at the Lost Hostel. I don't really want to mention that we stayed there because I wouldn't recommend it myself. But then again, it was okay. Like, everything else was fine. The room was fine. I mean, the sheets looked like they had been cleaned about 1,000 times. Like, the sheets were just like really like rough and they had like a few stains on there. And like, the hostel was relatively cool. Like, it had a really cool rooftop. There was like a cool vibe. It was quite a hippie kind of vibe, might I add. The dinner was really nice, like I said. But yeah, I also do want to mention it as well because I don't want you to go and stay there because I just didn't like the guy's attitude. So yeah. Also, the kitchen was just really gross. Like, it just was gross. There is a fine line. And I think, ew. Anyway, this video was about helping you guys get to Munnar by bus. So I hope it's helped you with that. Make sure you comment below if you have any questions about traveling around Kerala or India. I have loads of other videos that are coming out soon and I've posted a few already. So make sure you go and check those out and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.